going on, everybody? My name is the Tankster, and today I'm going to be starting my Madden franchise using the New England Patriots. Now, this team has been my favorite team ever since I've been a kid, back when we had, Tom Brady and Edelman and Gronk and just so on and so forth, all those guys. Now, as you all know, we don't have Tom Brady anymore, obviously. We brought in Cam Newton the year after Brady left, and that didn't work out too well. Even though I was real hyped on Cam, unfortunately, they decided to move on from him. We then drafted Mac Jones to be the successor to Tom Brady. Had an outstanding rookie season. Came in runner-up for Rookie of the Year. And then year two, Mac, well, he kind of went backwards a little bit from where he was, unfortunately. But we're hoping that we can get him back to where he needs to be and get New England back into another Super Bowl. Let's take a look at his ratings here. Mac Jones is rated number 24 out of quarterbacks in the league. But looking at his attributes here, throwing power is at 85, deep 85, medium is 84, short accuracy is 92, which is real great. Awareness, that's where it's looking a little low, 73, but throwing on the run, play action, and under pressure, that's still pretty good. We're hoping that we can get him back, like I said, to where we need to be. But if that doesn't work out, we still have Bailey Zappi and the rookie Malik Cunningham, who week one of the preseason looked really, really good. Let's take a quick look at his ratings. I really like this guy. He's got 87 throw power. I mean, that is just outstanding. But when it comes down to his awareness, being at 35, that's something that's going to have to be worked on. But other than that, I mean, this guy here, watching him week one of the preseason, he put on a great performance, scoring a touchdown. I mean, as tough as can be, So and if you look here, his toughness is actually at a 92. Back out here a little bit, move on to a couple other things that we have. I do still need to sign Ezekiel Elliott. I have not added him to the team yet. I'm going to. But let's look at our rookie, first round pick, Christian Gonzalez out of Oregon. Has a hidden dev trait. This guy is going to be remarkable. I think he could possibly win Rookie of the Year. I might be wrong. I don't know, but I really like the potential that he's already showing. His speed is set at 93, man coverage is 76, zone at 71, play recognition is at 70, acceleration 93, agility is 92. That is really great. I mean, this guy right here, I think he's going to do great for New England. We lost Devin McCourty in the backfield as our team leader, but our defense is still looking good. Let's actually head over into another area where we can actually take a better look at our defensive players. I'm going to go into the lineup over here. Now, I've always said that New England's had a great, great defense every season. All right? Bill Belichick has been a mastermind of the defense. He really has. I believe in the hoodie. I know a lot of people still do. So we're going to continue to ride with Bill Belichick. But unfortunately, in Madden, Bill Belichick is not there. We have Peter Gaffney. We'll see how well he can do. I'm going to call him the generic Belichick. But let's take a look here. You have Kyle Duggar, Matt Judon, Delano Bentley, Jelani Tavai, I believe I'm saying his name right, Josh Uche, and Jabril Peppers taking the spot of the now retired Devin McCourty. Josh Bledsoe is backing him up. I think we're going to probably move Jalen Mills to back up Jabril Peppers, but for cornerback depth, we have Jonathan Jones, Marcus Jones, Jack Jones, and Christian Gonzalez. And like I said, we're going to end up probably moving Jalen Mills over to becoming a free safety. That way we have better coverage back there. And maybe we can see who's out in free agency. Maybe pick somebody up. I don't know. We still have Lawrence Guy as one of our defensive ends. Christian Barmore, which they may move over to defensive tackle, and then we have our rookie here. This guy is going to be an absolute beast. I watched him week 1 of the preseason, and he did great. So we're probably going to start him. Um, Dedrick Wise, Trey Flowers, he's back. I mean, the defense is still looking really, really good. Our offense, we'll see. I mean, we picked up Gesicki there, and he's going to be a great tight end along with Hunter Henry. Right tackle is where I'm a little concerned. Right there, we may need to trade for somebody or maybe pick somebody up. I don't know, but we will see. Um, there's Mack, obviously, Bailey, and Cunningham. Real quick, I do need to go pick up Elliott, which we're going to do here in a little bit. So, matter of fact, let's just go and do that now. I should have already done that, so I apologize for not doing so. So basically what we're going to do here is we're just going to go over the roster a little bit like I did. I have to go on the free agency. That's my fault. But I want to go over the roster, kind of like what I did. And we're going to play every single preseason game. And I will show you what my settings are on. You know, it's preferably up to you what you want to do. There's Elliott right there. Let's get him signed. Yes. Boom. Elliott is on the team. I think it's going to be great. Having Elliott and Ramadre out in the backfield is going to be great for Mac Jones. You know, 2 great running backs. Because, I mean, let's face it. We all know that Stevenson cannot take every single snap. I mean, it can't be done. Anyhow, going into our league settings here. Now, I was playing an All Madden on one of my other franchises, and I have to say that this year All Madden is pretty well cheesed up, if you know what I mean. The CPU seems to be extremely strong and overbearing, especially the quarterback. But let's take a look here. I am playing an All-Pro simulation. For the preseason only, we're going to play in 8 minutes. Now, I will probably bump that up to maybe 10 or 12, depending on, you know, how long the videos are going to be. I prefer to play on 12. It gets you a little bit more better, you know, stats and stuff like that. Play clock, down to 15. And we are going to play with offensive play cooldown and defensive play cooldown. I like this because it actually forces you to dig deeper into your playbook and find what you need, you know, to help you try to win games. So it's a bit more challenging that way. I did turn off home field advantage. It was kind of cool having it when it first came out, but then it makes things too crazy. You know, get all the squiggly lines and everything, and it just makes it not as fun. So it's up to you. You guys can leave it on. I prefer to leave it off. Maybe I'll turn it on later. I don't know. We'll see. Everything here in the team settings, it's all set to manual except for these two, which are on auto. So manage practice reps and reorder depth chart. Put that on manual. That's what I do. Now, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. I do it because if you leave this on auto and you move your depth chart around, Madden24 is going to go back in on its own when you advance to the next week, and it's going to move players back to where they originally were. So, say you want, you know, one of your rookies to start constantly, leave this on manual, because if you put it on auto, it's going to go back in and it's going to set that rookie back down to wherever he may have been, whether it be second string, third string, or so on. I turn off the pop-ups because I don't need all that extra talking. This I leave like it needs to be. Salary cap I leave on. Now, free agent thing here, I think this is great. You got different settings, which will help you motivate picking up free agents. In the off season, I'm leaving that on normal, just as I would with the staff modification and the trade difficulty. Same thing. It's up to you how you prefer to play. If you want it easy, normal, hard, very easy. Well, I already said very easy, but if that's how you want it, leave it to wherever you need it. It all depends on the player. Moving on, I am leaving on pre-existing injuries. Draft timer, it's up to you if you want it on or want it off. You can pause it like you normally would be able to do in, prior Madden games. So it's up to you how you want it done. And we all know that the timer for that is it's not accurate at all. I think you get maybe 2 minutes to select, and most people pause anyways, and it's not enough time. Moving on from there, career clock. It's up to you if you want to leave it on, leave it off. I turn it off. That's just me. Everything else, I'm leaving on here. Um, it's all up to you. Fill roster. That I set the off as well. Like I said, whatever you guys want to do, we'll leave it up to you. It's how the player feels like playing the game. We'll move on into our gameplay sliders. We will go ahead and cover everything else as well. So I am using Madden 10's sliders with a little bit of tweaking that's been done. If you don't know who Madden 10 is, be sure to go find him. Check him out. He's got sliders for All Pro and All Madden. He does a great job at it, so I have to give a shout out to him. Thank you, Madden, for always providing excellent sliders for me to use along with hundreds of other Madden players. So, that being said, I do have QB actually set to 48, pass blocking to 50, wide receiver kits in the 48. Run blocking I have on 33. Um, I can't remember what Madden is. I could probably get it looked up real quick, but I can always go back later on in the next video and let you guys know that. But fumbles at 50, pass defense reaction time at 50, interceptions at 48, pass coverage is at 50, tackling at 50. That's where the players go. Now, if this is too easy for you or too hard, you can always go in and readjust it yourself. And that's really anything. So, the QB accuracy I have set here to 52 for the CPU. Pass blocking is at 50. Wide receiver catching at 50. Run blocking at 50. Fumbles at 50. Pass defense reaction time is at 55. The interceptions I ended up bumping down to 10. Believe it was on 48 for what Madden had on his. I can't quite remember. I'm going to look that up real fast, and I will let you guys know. Pass coverage is 55. Tackling 55. I left special teams alone because I think it's good where it's at. Injuries, I bumped down to 15 and may bump them down a little bit more, only because injuries seem to be a little too high in this game. It seems like almost every play I'm getting 2 or 3 guys injured, and that I don't really like. Now this, I was told to set it down to 45. That's what I did. I'm going to leave it as that and see how it goes. Normally I have it on 50, but Madden recommends it's down to 45, and that's where we're going to leave it. On to the penalties. Offsides is at 55. False start, is at 55. Holding 85. Face mask 55. Everything else stays the same. And intentional grounding, I like to turn off. I turn it off because the CPU quarterback tends to hold on to the ball a little bit longer and make better aggressive plays, if you know what I mean. Now it's up to you. As I stated before, everything else, however you feel comfortable playing, set your sliders to that. If these don't work, you can always go out and find another set of sliders. It usually takes a couple weeks before anybody finds a good set of sliders, so test them out. If these don't work for you, adjust them, find another set. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. But moving on from there, I have not set any of the other sliders yet. XP sliders, they've added some new stuff into here. These I'm going to toy around with. I'm going to leave all these at 100 for now. Now the age progression, I haven't found anything for those yet, so I think we'll just leave them where they're at. If I do change them, I will go back in and show you guys and give you the information on where I found a good set of sliders for these. I think this is great that they added these in. So many new things they've added to Madden, and me, as a longtime Madden player and a longtime Madden fan, I think this has been one of the best Maddens in a very long time. Now, on to the draft class. This is something new too. It's up to you how you want to have this set. If you want to leave it all on normal, that's fine. But we all know in years past, there are other Maddens, when we get to the draft, teams that have great quarterbacks, for some reason, will draft a quarterback that has a high rating. Same thing for wide receivers. So now we're able to go in and tone it up the way we want it. We know that there's still good quarterbacks in the league, and they're going to be around for a long time. So maybe we can set it down to week. Maybe we can leave it on normal. I might leave it on normal. I don't know yet. I am going to play around with it, and once I get some stuff set, obviously I will let you know. And as you can see over to the right, settings for this, you got to make sure you have it set prior to the regular season of week 1. Okay, you have to make sure it's done. So if you want to do it now, preseason week 1, go for it. That's the best thing I can tell you. So I'm gonna take a look at this. I'm gonna have it set, and when I do, I'll have it for you in the next video. So obviously, the first thing I want to do is get the training camp in a little bit, and we'll get to that in the next video. But for now, that is all. As you come back, I will make sure that I have the slider set for the draft class, and if I made any other adjustments, I will let you know. So look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.